Welcome to the 1448 Jon Boat Build series. I'm going to take you through every step of the way of building out a 1448 Jon Boat into a fishing machine. We'll get into the build plans later, but for now, I want to go pick up the boat, check it out, and see what we're going to be working with. Before we get into it, if you guys like this type of content and you want to see this build series from start to finish, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this boat starting right now. Gas station right now. I just wanted to check it over and make sure it was ready for my drive home. Lights aren't plugged in. I'm going to see if they're working, and if not, I noticed there's a magnetic pair in the truck, so we might be able to use that. I want to check all these ratchet straps. They are definitely loose, as you can tell. I'm going to throw some grease in the wheels, make sure all the bolts are tightened, and we should be good for our drive home. Tied down nice and tight in the front. Spare tire. I don't know how much air it has, but we have one. I have a pump with me if needed. Oh yeah, make sure all this is tightened up nice and good, which it is. How's this one looking? Oh yeah, that's solid. Let's plug the lights in and see if they work. Oh, okay, well, considering we've got frayed wires, I'm gonna say not too good. All right, let's see if these magnetic ones work. All right, they're plugged in. Yeah, they do work. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stick these on the back of the trailer. Let's get this thing home and see what it's all about. Well, unfortunately, the magnetic lights didn't make their way home. They couldn't stand the wind, I guess, on the highway, and were dangling behind the truck. So, not gonna work. All right, guys, well, we got this back in the garage, and I am super excited to show you guys what I ended up with. There's a lot of criteria I was trying to meet when purchasing a new boat, and I'm gonna go over them now and show you how this matched what I was looking for. As you can see from where the trailer ends, a 1448 was something that I was looking for specifically, and it actually fits kind of perfect in here. A 48-inch width boat was also something I was looking for. I did not want to go with a 36 or a 40. I wanted to make sure I got the full 48 so I get the most stability out of the small platform that I'm going to be working with. Now, in terms of criteria, budget was another big one that I was having trouble staying in. The price of boats have just gone up. A lot of the 14 and 1648 boats I've been seeing, they really started around $2,500, which was a lot more money than I wanted to start with for a project. With that being said, I didn't go crazy. I ended up paying $2,000 for this boat trailer and engine. Now, the engine I'm going to be selling, it's going to be too small for the kind of build I want to do for this boat. I'd really like to max it out with its capacity of a 25 horsepower. If I can get it running in my garage and I can take a video of it, I'll sell it for about $300. If I can't get it running, I'll probably list it for around $200 just to get it out of the door. Now, with that right off the bat brings this project down to around $1,700 to $1,800, which is a lot better of a starting point that I was looking to get into. Now, if you guys have followed the channel, you know I love looking for goodies and treasures that come with these boats. And oh boy, is this boat filled with something. It's got at least 2 batteries. I don't know if they're good or not, but whenever you buy a new battery, if you don't give them an old battery, it's like $30 or $40. Could even be more now. It's called a core charge. So sometimes people will just buy dead batteries to give in when they're buying a new battery, and you can sell these as core batteries. If that's the case, I'll probably list this for 10 to 15 bucks if it's not working and holding a charge. If it is working, I'll probably sell it for like $40 to $50, considering that one's pretty old. I haven't cracked open this battery box yet. I know there is a battery in it. But that might be another way to recoup some money in itself. In addition to that, there's a little bit older Minn Kota. It's a 40-pound thrust trolling motor. That's going to be another 50 bucks or so right there. In addition to those things, we also have mounting plates. These are excellent because they are refurbishable very, very easy. These kind of look like crap, but once I get them out, sand them up and paint them, they're going to go back into this boat and they're going to look excellent. So there's 2 of those already on the boat, and those are usually around 30 bucks a piece. So that's actually a really good savings when it comes to mounting different seats. There are 2 seats on the boat. They're in good condition. They're not what I'm gonna be using for this boat, so those are gonna get sold off for probably around 20 bucks a piece, or maybe like $35 to $40 for the pair. Now, these prices that you're hearing from me, they might sound low to you, and that's because I don't like to waste time on Marketplace. If I can get something out the door and make $10 less than holding onto it for a couple weeks, it's worth it to me just to get it out of my garage. I value storage space in here, as you can tell, it's at a premium. So flipping these things for a cheap income is just a great way to get them out the door and lower my project budget. We're probably sitting around $350 to $400 in money recouped. And now there's just a lot of odds and ends. The boat bumpers, I'll sell them. I'll probably just keep them and use them. The extinguisher here is actually still good. It holds a charge still. So this will probably stay on the boat. It's good to have that on your boat, you know, just as like the safety regulations. A lot of this stuff is getting trashed. Basically anything with rust is just gonna go. Paddle clip, that one's brand new in the package, so maybe sell that for a couple bucks. On this side, we have an actual anchor, which is excellent. I'm gonna keep that one. That one's really nice. The one with the rebar over there, I'll probably sell it. This is some type of rebar shelf that somebody welded up. It's pretty neat. I bet you if I cleaned that up and sprayed it, I'd be able to get 10 bucks for it. So there's a couple extra bucks right there. In the live well here, there's nothing but some animal poop. And in the back here, we have a battery box, some rope, it's like earmuffs for your outboard, some two-stroke oil. Oh, and then over here, we also have a fish ruler. So I'll add that to my collection of fish rulers. So with all this being said, this is the boat that I ended up with. My main criteria was basically met. I'll probably be able to get around on the low end 300, on the high end 500 out of all the random stuff that's in the boat. That's gonna bring my total investment around 1,500 to 1,700, which is pretty much where I want to be with a 48-inch width boat. I like that this boat has nice high sides. That's gonna give me a little bit more room in where I take this. The lake I go to is really, really deep in certain places and super shallow in others. So this is gonna be a nice overall durable universal boat. All right guys, well, if you found this video interesting, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be having a full start to finish build series on how I turn this boat into looking like what it does now, into a full-fledged fishing machine. In the next video, it's gonna be demolition. I'm gonna be trying to get as much out of the garage as soon as I can. Trash comes in the next couple days, so the more I can get out this week, the less I'm gonna be holding on to next week. If you guys have any suggestions and some cool ideas for this boat and how I should build it out, please drop them in a comment below. I'll also have a link to our Discord community in the comments. You can go there to chat with other like-minded boat builders and also discuss your build and this one as well. All right guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.